Are we live? Oh, we're live or not? Hey, it's like, is somebody going like, it's all the water running up there? Somebody taking a shower up there or what? What's going on, Russ? How you guys doing? Michael's what? Making tea? See, Russ says still icy in New York. So we are live, guys. Let me make sure here. Yes, we are good. Oh no. Wadded fishing's in the house. Yo, Mike, you should hop on here, dude. I'm not sure we can do that once we're live. What's going on, everyone? What are you guys doing? Let me know how you been. You catching fish? We know wadded fishing is not catching fish. Let me know what's going on with you guys. Been fishing this week. How's the bite? What's the weather? Water temp? Old Russ says still icy in New York on the lakes. What's going on, Harold? How you doing, buddy? What's going on, Isaiah the best? How you man? How you doing, man? Crappie Kev. What's going on, buddy? Reno. What's up, dude? What's up, K and K Custom in the house? What's going on, man? How you doing, Kevin? Bill, what's going on, buddy? What's going on, Dan? Warren. See, WB Jones finally able to catch a live in a very long time. I do appreciate that, man. Need stickers for the yak. I keep forgetting to do that. Babe, if you can remind me when the stream's over to look into some stickers. I'm sure Wadded Fishing here. I'm sure he wants quite a few stickers on his truck, his boat, his work trucks, I'm sure, you know. So when you going out again, Mike? What's the plan, dude? It's like pouring over here right now. What's going on, Larry? Howdy from rainy Arkansas. Yeah, it's pouring here too, dude. A lot fishing for just a little bit today. Only caught one fish on an underspin, but it got cut short with all the rain. What's going on, Doug? How you doing, buddy? You on the board yet, man? Hopefully you are. What's going on, Scott? Duke boy, what's up? Let's go. Well, Nigel from Chicago. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you in the house, man. Jamie, Mr. and Mrs. TJ. I thought she was going to be in here on this stream. I don't know what she's doing out there, but that was the plan. Oh, you can pop Mike Watts on here. Mike, you want to join the stream, dude? We can make fun of you. Let's see here. What's going on, Bill? How you doing, buddy? Oh, Mike says, hopefully I will be catching them this weekend. That's very doubtful. I didn't even check the weather. We still got rain coming in this weekend, or is that gone? Check it real fast. We got a whole lot of rain coming tonight. Blowing 25. I mean, Saturdays are going to be 76 degrees. That's fantastic. And Sunday drops back down to 58. Blowing 20 out of the north. That should be fun. Fish and Fix. Good evening. Just finished spooling reels today. I'm getting the itch here in Nebraska. That's something I haven't done yet. Even going fishing today, I was trying to grab whatever reels had line on them. I never want to spool up too early, but it's about that time. I don't have many reels left with line on them, so it's about time to spool here. I don't believe we're going to get another cold snap to where we won't be fishing for a while, so it's definitely time to spool here as well. WB Jones got skunked on partially open water in PA. Caden, have you heard anything good about the new Shimano Zodius? I have not, man. If any of you guys use the new Zodius, let us know down below. T-Ride Outdoors, what's going on? TJ, thanks for recommending the SLX DC. I love it. Very cool, man. Yeah, those DCs, they got so much control. I was actually tossing the Corrado DC today. Definitely a very nice reel. Great braking system. I do believe the SLX and the Corrado have the same braking system. I think when you step it up to the Scorpion, then the braking system gets upgraded. What's going on, Kevin? Oh, Larry. Bull shoals over 8 foot and coming up. Wow. That's some high water, man. Let's see here. Fishing Fix. Are you trying a new chat service? We're using StreamYard. I don't remember what we were using before. What was it called, babe? OBS, and it sucked. So yeah, we're trying stream. I think we've done StreamYard the last few streams, and it appears to be working out much better than OBS. And this is the I think this is the free service as well, so it doesn't cost to use the StreamYard. So pretty cool. What's going on, Clinton? How you doing, buddy? Say hey, my boy. Say hello. What's going on, man? Tell your sons I said hi. Baby, you gonna pop in here?
I can't, but you're bouncing.
I'm bouncing.
Yeah, with the GoPro because it's not on the yellow tech thing that it normally is on.
What would you put on there for? How's it bouncing?
Just whenever you move the table in that, it looks like it's bouncing a little.
Do I need to move it? Are you the only one that noticed that?
Am I the only one that noticed that?
Is she the only one that noticed the camera's moving? I didn't notice. Okay, I can see it now. Do I need to? I'm gonna scroll down here. Do I need to move the camera? Are you the only one that noticed it?
I might be the only one.
You're the one that put it on there.
I know. I wasn't thinking.
I never would have put it on there for a stream, but she had it set up. Is there any issues with the camera shaking? You might as well. No, I see it. No, I see it moving. It's moving. Well, dang it, babe. Now we got to move it.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Why don't you come talk to them while I do this?
Well, anybody that subscribed to my mom and I thank you so much. That was awesome. You guys really blew up our channel before we ever even had a video on there. So I'm speechless. You got me speechless. That's like hard to do. So that's awesome.
It is. It's really hard to do.
No, seriously, we'll be uploading every Saturday. As of right now, that's the plan. And then hopefully we'll get more in there.
See, now you got to talk to them just because you made me switch these cameras. You did this now. It's your fault, so you got to stay in here.
Sorry. Did Watt say that he wanted to come in here?
I don't know.
Sorry, guys. You get to deal with me for a few minutes while Tackle Chucky moves that around.
Make sure you tell them this is your fault.
This is my fault. Sorry. I don't even know where you were. What was the last one?
I don't know. All right, hold on. I'm moving you guys. Well, this is just fantastic to do in a stream, babe.
Hey, it keeps it interesting, right? I'm sorry, guys. I really am. I'm so sorry. Sean, I think you have a little guy named Sebastian, right? Of course, I'm not used to this like you are, where I'm looking for feedback and nobody's talking to me.
You're supposed to be chit-chatting.
I'm okay. Well, Dan Thompson says that he's fishing 3 times this week every day. I've went, it's cold and crappy, not a fish yet, but someday it's going to work. Yeah, totally. It's freezing. Yesterday I went out to do a video and I froze. I did. I froze because it was cold.
Okay.
I don't got that Italian hot blood like you. Sorry, guys. I really am so sorry.
We want to come in here with a chair now?
No, I'm moderating.
Okay. We apologize for that. That was the old lady's fault. I wasn't aware the camera was jumping around. So we apologize for that. Where are we at? Dan fished 3 times a week. Very cool, man. It went out. It's cold and crappy, not a fish. Yeah, but someday it's going to work. That's what old Wada Fish keeps saying. Someday he's got to catch fish. And it's been like years. I'm not sure the guy's on the board yet from like 2017. He says, I'm getting you I got wadded stickers. I told the guy I was fishing with today, man, I wasn't leaving until I caught a fish. I will not leave a lake with W, Mike. I am sorry. Michael, Sunday looks like a first outing to catch monsters. That sounds fantastic. Are you going to Kincaid tomorrow? Oh, that's right. Oh, yes, you'll definitely get the W then. You'll definitely get the W. No doubt about it. Well, Jason says, hello, TJ from Central North Carolina. What's going on, man? Harold, hey, or TJ, I'm moving within a month from Chicago to Madison. If you know anyone that you recommend, please let me know. FedEx is sending me up there because we are expanding. No kidding. Very cool. Not sure if I know anybody in that area. Well, Max says we are dodging tornadoes here in Birmingham. Crazy, man. And Doug is not on the board yet. Unfortunately, not yet. I need to get out. The weather has been, great there. No kidding. Dude, you definitely got to get out, man. For sure. Like I said, it's pouring right now. And most likely I won't take the boat out tomorrow. I'll probably go back to the ponds tomorrow, but I'm sure they will be super muddy. Probably throw the rattlebot again. Still haven't got bit on that. I've only thrown it twice so far. I didn't throw it much today. I got this color here. This is one color that I didn't pick up before. And kind of funny that I got it in my MTV box. I'm not sure what the color is, but it's the other red crawl. They got that hot sauce color, and then they had this color here. And I don't remember the name of it, but it's that a little bit darker red type color there. You guys can see that there. Tossing that one today. Like I said, no luck though on the traps, but we're gonna head out there tomorrow with that one to see what we can do. Hopefully get on the board out there. ZMC Fishing, hey man, what's going on? What's going on, buddy? Yeah, Saturday does look. I'm actually taking off Saturday, and I'm gonna work Sunday. I'm gonna try that out for my new schedule to see how that works out. So hopefully it works out good. Jaeger Alpha 78, what's going on? What's going on, Ben? Have you ever got to? I don't know what that is. Noka Mixon? What is that? Is that a place or what? I have no idea. Sean, Liam and Sebastian split the giveaway from 2 weeks ago. Thanks again. No problem, man. That's awesome. Glad you guys won. X-Brides for life. As you can see, I've used the new Zodius a bit. Pretty good rods for the money, but I prefer the Megabass Levante to the Zodius. I'd imagine, man. I'm sure the Megabass rods are pretty dang nice. Andy, are you getting the Trout Pro box? I'm curious to see what you get before mine ships. I did. I believe. Let's see here. Could be this one or the other destroyed one. I'm not sure which one's the newest one here. Hold on here. I think it ain't this one here. This one here. The one that told you USPS. That was my latest one from them. We can go through it real fast in here. I didn't plan on doing a video on this one, but just to give you an idea what you could get. I do believe there's a few different boxes that go out. And make sure you guys go down in the description. There's always a link for MTB if you guys like to get your first box for as little as $10. You guys can use my code over there. But in the box, real fast, we got some Lucky John Ultra Worms. Looks like some nickel heads, little grubs on there, jig heads. Hildebrandt, ice lure there, some Lunker City. We got some Hyperglide. What are these things? Hyperglide, Acme Tackle Company. We got some Warbird, well, jig heads there. some Jinko, Afterburner, little grubs there. There's a lot of stuff in here. Not sure what that is. You guys know, I don't know what these trout lures even are. And there's some Snells in here as well. So it's pretty dang loaded box there. So that was the trout box that I got. Yeah, I do believe that is from this month. Wadded fishing. Any plans to the big 40? Who's turning 40? I ain't turning 40, man. Yes, I am. No, I've got honey plans. She's going to cook spadinis. And not sure what else. Like I said, I'm going to take off Saturday, which is my birthday, and then work on Sunday. So I'm sure we won't do too much on Saturday. I'll probably pack some more tackle in the boat, make sure everything's all ready to roll for the following week. And then, like I said, eat a big fat dinner. As far as I know, man, it's all the plans. And listen to Harold, man, smash the thumbs up. Really do appreciate that. Have you used the Bass Pro Qualifier? Oh, man, I've been using Pro Qualifier for years. Actually used it today. But, yeah, fantastic reel. They haven't gone on sale like they usually do in a while. I got mine for like $50. A few years ago during the classic sale. I think now you can usually get them for like $60, $70. But even at full retail, the Pro Qualifier is a fantastic reel. And I do have a review on that reel as well. But I mean, years ago, man, it was one of the main reels that I used. I even frog fished with them. They held up just fine. Great reels. Old crappie kit, 50-degree water temp this week. Caught crappie and bass. Yeah, I'd imagine that's probably what we are here. I imagine probably low 50s. All right, we're talking here about the camera moving. We've done fixed that. Very cool. Again, that was the old lady's fault. Chilling with Mojo. What's up, man? Say thanks. Quit fussing. Oh, sure what's going on there. Where'd that go? See, Nathan, what's going on, man? I keep forgetting I can click on these. Nathan, nice. What a perfect way to end a fishing trip tonight. Was able to get a couple right as it got dark. And as I'm packing up, I get a notification for the live stream. Very cool, dude. What'd you catch them on, man? You said you caught a couple? What were you catching them on? Larry, her channel is, oh man, I'm gonna get, what is her channel? Hold on, don't say nothing. Kingdom. Wait a second here. Kingdom Culture Gardens, right? Kingdom Culture Gardens. It's linked down below. Anyone just tuning in, definitely show some love to my wife's channel. I'm sure from time to time I'll end up on there as well. There's no telling what she'll have me doing. So, like I said, check her out. She'll be linked down below. Kingdom Culture Gardens. Her next video, her second video, will be up on Saturday. See Dan and Kevin saying what's up. Sean, I'm betting my wife will be all over your channel. Very cool, very cool. Hi, Becca, no issues with you hosting. Babe, get back in here, man. And Mike said no. He is snuggling with Lily on the couch. What's going on, Lily? Babe, you got some questions in here. You should come in here and answer these. What's your favorite fishing technique? She really just fishes a straight tail worm, Texas rigged. Would be her favorite. She's in there yelling, "That's my favorite." And then you guys know her favorite. And we've said this before in videos. What is her favorite straight tail worm? See if any of you guys know this. So Sebastian and my other son Liam joined tonight too. Very cool. What's going on, fellas? Cabin outdoors, man. I'm doing good. Can't complain. Wish I would have caught more than one fish today, so no video with that. But at least we did catch one. I mean, that's more than a wad of fishing would catch, so that's pretty good. Much easier on the eyes than Mr. TJ. I'll probably blind you guys with my head right. Dan says, Backlash Pro, I may be the new pro. Are you backlashing, man? What's going on, Hank? How you doing down there in Florida, man? I'm sure you're catching them, as usual. Old Jaeger Alpha 78 just got a boat, man. What'd you get? Let us know. Bass, Ontario. Been killing the trout up here in Ontario. I need to get with Phantom Fishing on that. You guys know that I want to start trout fishing, but I'm sure there is a time that you can actually trout fish. And I don't even know if do you need a trout license for that? And I never really looked into anything like that. So I need to figure out what I need to do to start catching some trout and where I need to go. I mean, I know we're one of the places that I want to go, but again, I'm not sure if I need a license for that or if there's a certain time of year that you can fish for them. I really don't know. I guess I need to look into that before I start rigging up some lures. Well, Nathan says 83 in Florida. That's awesome, dude. Bob, if you put it in the water, the fish will come. Live for the thump. I hear that, dude. Chilling with Mojo. The post-spawn season has happened in my state. Very cool, man. Very cool. Let's see here. 8. How would you approach fishing a lake with lots of docks and water temp 63, 66? Dude, they should be all over those docks, man, with that water temp. That's spawning temps right there, dude. I'd definitely be fishing the docks for sure. Wacky rig will be a good one for sure around the docks. Yeah, dude, that's some good water temp for dock fishing, dude. So your recommendation for a new bait casting rod. I guess that would depend if you have any other rods in your lineup, but the first bait casting rod I would suggest would be either medium or medium heavy fast action rod, normally like a 7-footer. Especially if you're pond fishing, you got a lot of overhanging trees. You don't want to go too long. I'd stick around 7 foot, 7'2", something like that. But for me, I mean, a medium heavy is more versatile than a medium. It just really depends how you like to fish, the cover that you're fishing around, and things like that. So the first bait casting rod I personally would choose would be a medium heavy. But like I said, you may want to go with a medium. Just again, depends how you want to fish. Or if you have a medium fast action spinning rod, then I would go right to the medium heavy fast action casting rod. Well, Bob, appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. The giveaway tonight, what do we got for you guys tonight? We got some Biospawn. We got the Plasma Tail. We got the Vile Crawl. And we got the Exopod. I'm not sure we've given those away yet. So got some of those there. We got the Chase Baits RIP or the Rip Snorter. We got a football jig. And I did have a couple of the Googan Squad revolvers. So I threw one of those in there as well. If you guys donate, you are entered in the giveaway. Always stay tuned to the end of the stream because we do pick a winner live. Darren, how do you check if your guides are fraying your line? If the inner of the guide falls out, should I replace? Definitely, if the guide itself falls out, definitely replace that. But if it's fraying your line, just get yourself a Q-tip. Now, I've used those Arden swabs in the past. I talk about those a lot when I'm cleaning reels, just because I don't like the lint and all that the Q-tips give off or leave behind, I should say. But when you're checking your guides, you want all that cotton. So just run that Q-tip through your guide, and if there's a crack or something like that in the guide, the cotton will grab it. So you'll be able to see that cotton that's left behind, and you'll see that you have a crack or whatever the case is going on with your guide there. So yeah, use a cotton Q-tip to check your guides. Oh, here, Kevin just said right here, use a Q-tip. Yep, everyone's saying here, cotton will pick it up. There we go. Sloan factor. No, dude, the video is not up. What's going on, man? How'd you do this week, dude? Are you catching 10-pounders this week, man? Harold, appreciate $5, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Thunder Cricket versus Chatterbait. How would you use them, and what's the setup as well? Water condition, thanks again. As far as conditions go, besides the underspin, the chatterbait is normally a bait that I'll start out with versus like a spinnerbait, just because the action is much tighter. I feel it's more normal for the conditions, but I will toss a chatterbait all year as well. But like I said, it's still a bait that I start out with just because it's got a nice tight vibration to it. We'll go over my setup here in a second. I think I have it. I got over here. We can grab here in a second. But as far as the Thunder Cricket versus like your standard, I haven't thrown the Thunder Cricket enough to really determine which one's better, that one or another one. But from what I've heard guys say, it's more sound. It's like there's tungsten chatterbaits as well, which is going to give off a different sound versus the lead and things like that. So I would say it's going to be more sound that you can play around with more than anything. As far as my combo goes, I thought I had it. Give me 1 second here. That actually could be the rod there. It's a frog swim bait rod. Nope, that's a frog swim bait rod. 1 second here. Yeah, this is probably the rod. The reel's not a huge deal. I'd imagine this probably is the rod, though. Which it is. This here is the Akuma TCS. It's the Martin APC. This is the older model here. The newer ones, I think they're just called all-purpose. This is back when Scott Martin was part of Akuma. But it's a 7-foot. It's a medium heavy, but it's got a softer tip to it. It's got a mod fast action to it. So it's kind of similar to a cranking rod, but it's still got a bit more backbone than a cranking rod. But yeah, this is the rod that I like here for chatterbaits. We do have a Corrado DC on here. This is 15-pound Seaguar and Vizex. That's normally the line that I would throw in a 6-speed reel. This is a 7-speed reel, I believe, on here, 7.4. But yeah, any really 6-speed reel will work. 15-pound Seaguar and Vizex is normally what I toss. And like I said, that is the rod that I go with. So a medium heavy with a moderate fast action to it. Let's see here. Jamie, got the Pro Qualifier 2 the other day. Feels great in hand. Haven't spooled it up yet. It's a bit heavy compared to some reels do, but once it's on the rod and you're fishing with it, man, you really never even notice it. But it really is a solid reel. Love the dual braking on there. It's definitely hard to backlash that reel if you set it up right. Oh, and there is the old lady's channel right there, Mrs. TJ and her mama's gardening channel, Kingdom Culture Gardens. There it is right there, guys. If you haven't subbed her, definitely check it out. Would really appreciate that. Whole time. I went fishing yesterday from 1:30 to about 3, caught 5. First 2 on a white chatterbait, 2 on a black blue jig, and 1 on a trap. A little fishing from the bank. Very cool, man. Very cool. Did you check water temps while you're out there, bud? I have not tried the Shimano Sienna. Have not. Reno, my birthday is this Saturday. And I will be the big 4-0, man. Let's see here. Do you or have you used Googans? Yes, I've used plenty of the Googan baits. I do have a hard bait and a soft bait review, which, babe, if you can link them in the comments, that would be great. Yeah, I have used them and have reviewed them. What's going on, Simon? How you doing, man? Something else, guys, too. I want to have some more guests on the show. I plan to have Debo and Baskey both at the same time on here. But let me know down below who else you'd like to see on the stream. And like I said, too, guys, we never really have a theme or a topic that we follow. We just get on here and chit chat and talk, and just kind of pass the time on a Thursday evening. Like I said, I host the show. We all can just chit chat in here, talk with you guys. Always talk amongst yourselves, which is pretty cool as well. We all can answer the questions and all that. So, but like I said, I would like to have more people on here. So let me know who you'd like to see in the future. Now that we got things kind of worked out with the StreamYard here, I don't believe we'll have any more issues. So. See here. The dad bot angler tied on a weightless fluke today and didn't adjust the brakes for a light lure, blew up the floor and ruined my night. That'll definitely happen, man. Fish and Fix. I got a couple import Daiwa Tattoo SV TW CS Red Spider. Very cool, man. Very cool. Nathan Guggen blooper And Flat Banger had a couple other hits on the Mondo worm, but wasn't able to get them in. Gotcha. That's cool, though. I'm trying to remember which one the blooper is. Is that a topwater? The blooper. Blooper. I ain't sure which one that is. Flat Banger, that's what, the flat side crankbait? She's going to make me weed the garden. I'm sure there'll be a video of me tilling the garden. You can make on that one. Bob, I think the plasma tail will be her second favorite. There's one that she used before that one. It's kind of like her confidence worm. Oh, it is a black popper. Black popper and like she had color square bill. Very cool. When is Becca going to go out on the new boat? Babe, when you going out, man? She says when she's invited. She's always invited. What are you laughing for? Whenever you want to tan. Becca's idea of fishing, though, really is tanning. She doesn't really go out to fish. And I think I've told the story before on here. We were at Coffee Lake before. And we were at Coffee Lake. And I'm doing decent. I'm catching a good amount of fish. Of course, she's back there tanning. And whenever I'd catch a fish, she'd heard hop up, make a cast. She wouldn't catch anything on that cast, and she'd lay back down. Like she was just going to catch one on that one single cast in that spot. You know, every time I caught one, that's what she did. In the right, babe. I'm definitely going to have to weed the garden after that. She has not caught a fish in the new boat yet. No, she has not. She's cleaned it a handful of times, but she's not caught a fish in it. Simon, rain here. Yep, it's raining here today, dude. And we were fishing earlier. We only got a couple hours in. And it started pouring. Yeah, Bob's close. That is her second favorite there. Old Nathan, 1 is always better than 0. I'm sure it doesn't mean much, but I never like to leave without at least one fish. I mean, that's true. Now, Mike Watts on Wide Fishing, he's always leaving with no fish. And I just can't do that either. I'll stay there all day if I have to catch fish. That's how he got his name, though, Wide Fishing. And that's really, if you guys don't know that, this is the guy behind the W and Wadded. And when we say you got the W, that don't mean you won. That means you suck that day. That's what that means. You didn't catch any fish. And since Mike Watts here, Wadded Fishing, never caught any fish, we kind of named, skunked. We changed it to Wadded. You got wadded because you didn't catch any fish. You sucked. There he is, right there, old Wadded Fishing. Backlash Pro, possibly a trout stamp, depending on your state regulations. Okay. I'm in Illinois here, so I need to look into that. Oh, wait, did you look it up, babe? Tech Junk 81. So Miss TJ says 2021 Illinois spring trout fishing season will open Saturday, April 3rd at 57 ponds, lakes, and streams throughout the state. So does that mean some of them are not open? Only 57 of them? Oh, wait, we got more here. All anglers, including those who intend to release fish caught before April 3rd, must have a fishing license and an inland trout stamp. Hey, speaking of license, I think our license expires, right? What? The 31st of this month? We need to get a new fishing license. Oh, Steve, how's it going tonight? Signed up for your wife's site. Bass are loving the jig with Vial Crawl trailer. Thanks for the tips. No problem, man. That's awesome. Awesome. You're catching them on the jig and Vial Crawl, and that you signed up for the old lady site. So you gave her a sub. We do appreciate that. See, James said in PA you need a license and starts 4-3. See, Jacob, I have a 7.3 Dobbins Heavy for a first bait caster trying to complement it with another rod. Should I go medium or medium heavy? I also have 3 spinning rods, an ultralight, medium light, medium. If you have a heavy, I'd go with a medium heavy. If you have the heavy, definitely go with the medium heavy. Those 2 rods right there. I mean, I pretty much throw majority of the same stuff on a medium heavy and heavy, just heavier weights on the heavy. And of course, if I'm around thicker cover, frog fishing, something like that, or I need a little bit more backbone, I'll go to the heavy versus the medium heavy. But Two very versatile rods. Like I said, you can just kind of mix up the weights that you toss on them. But you pretty much would have it covered there if you got your heavy, and then you got 3 spinny rods there. Yeah, you get a medium heavy, you get a cranking rod after that, dude, and you're good to go, man. That's a nice setup. Andy, appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Brian, when are you selling your old Scott Martin rods? I am looking to buy them. I do have a couple other guys interested in the rods. Normally, I only really sell to local guys now. It's kind of a pain in the butt shipping the rods. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll actually sell anymore in the future unless it's to local guys. Sean, hello from my son Liam as follows: chicken wing, hot dog, and bologna, hanging with my homie. That's fantastic. The things you will do for your child. That's great, man. That is great. Let's see here. What is the product that you put behind your reels as a lure keeper for your rod? Oh, you're talking about the bait sack, Calco's Fishing bait sack. Yep. They also have the Cali clip, which just snaps on your rod. It's real small. Sure, that's not what you're talking. You're probably talking about. Let me just grab one so we're on the same page here. That there is that what we're talking about? Bait sack. I don't really put hard baits in them, but you can put pretty much anything in there. If you don't like the stock hook hanger on your rod, no matter if it's a Texas rig, jig, whatever, you can just put them in the bait sack. We do have a discount code over there at Calco's for you guys, which is always linked down below. And if you notice the atmosphere having an effect on the bite, moon phases, clouds, cover, I think the old lady did a few videos on that, which we can link down below, but it's something that I really never pay attention to, just because I go really when I can fish. So I know there's better times to go, moon phases and all that, but I mean, I really don't look at it. Now, if there's a full moon, I will consider that. Normally with the full moon, they said to go later just because fish feed later in the night. So if you go early in the morning, most likely you won't get bit. I kind of pay attention to that, but again, not really, just because I go when I can go. So, it pretty much is what it is. There's some guys that only go by that. If it's not going to be good fishing, they don't go, and they pick the best time. But like I said, I just go when I can go. Sloan Factor finally caught. Dude, shut up, man. A 12-4. Babe, we need to move to Okeechobee. Finally caught a 12-4 bass, but couldn't buy a bite for 6 hours after that. Now I'm just catching a lot of 1.5, 2-pounder since now it's in the 90s. No kidding, dude. A 12-4. Gosh. That's fantastic, man. I mean, I wouldn't complain. If that's the only fish I caught all day long, I'd be happy with that, dude. That is fantastic. Where did we go here? Steve Parker, appreciate $5, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Hey, brother, hope you and the fam are doing well. We are, man. I do appreciate that. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Hey, babe, didn't you want to say something to Leanne? Yeah. I just brought her comment up. You coming in here? Are you going to type in the comments? Okay. Yeah, Leanne, I thought she said she's seeing a comment come in on her phone, but when she went to respond to it, it wasn't there. I'm sure she'll get a hold of you here in the comments. Let's see here. Darren, do you still sell your fishing items? If so, on what? I haven't in a while. To be honest, it's been too busy just to gather things up and sell. Normally I sell what I don't use anymore. I have not done that in a while. If I do, it's normally on Facebook or Instagram, or I will make a post on the community post on YouTube as well. But I haven't done that in a while. New England Outdoors, what's going on? Mad Matt in the house. What's going on, brother? You put any of those rattlebots to work yet, dude? Sean, appreciate $10, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Great content, and do appreciate that. Kate, I was thinking about getting Fluke Master on here. I'm sure he would do that, man. Might do that for sure. There is the Guggenbait soft plastic and hard bait review. Michael, have you tried the 13 fishing incursion? Reel yet? You mean Inception? Or is there another one? I've not used the Inception. If this is another one here, I've not even heard of that one, bud. Can we refer to your wife as the green thumb junkie? I mean, she did do pretty good on the garden. We got about 20 cans of salsa canned upstairs. I mean, we could refer to her as that. That's a possibility. What do you think, babe? Yeah. Green thumb junkie, or just call you green thumb, or what? She likes green thumb junkie better than old lady. So green thumb junkie though, this doesn't really flow off your tongue. I mean, old lady, just old lady, green thumb junkie. I don't know. I think we're close with that name. We give us some more suggestions in the comments here what we can call the old lady that does kind of refer to gardening. Cody, howdy everyone. Didn't think I was going to make it dodging tornadoes tonight in Tennessee. Oh man, be safe, brother. Yeah, we'll get Fluke on here for sure. We go way back, man. I'm sure he'll jump on here. Old Tom says, yeah, water temps was 54, drop temp. Thermometer about 4 feet deep. Water at the bank was about 56, a foot deep. They should be chewing, dude. Old Justin Harris, I bought the Tatula Elite from Tackle Inc. based on your recommendations. Can't wait to spool it up and fish, dude. Excellent choice, man. That is a fantastic reel. Put a bunch of line on there, dude, because you'll probably cast it all off there. It's a caster, dude. Tom, I hear gardens grow great by Table Rock. Well, she was kind of saying that they don't grow great because of the ground down there, but she has ideas for that as well. But she's definitely on board going. It won't be long. It won't be long. We will definitely be down there on Table Rock. Harold, what do you think about the new evergreen buzzbait? I bought me some at my local tackle store and wanted to see what is a good time to use them. Evergreen buzzbait. The last one I probably got was the Mega Bass. Evergreen. Let me look that up. Which one is that? Oh wait, is that the Firecracker one? Is that what that was called? Let me look that up. It could be that one. Firecracker? If it is, believe it or not, I do have that one on order as well. I think it is, because I already have it in my phone here. Yep, that's it. Yeah, Firecracker. I do have a few of those on order. So, yeah, they're still not in. Those have been on order for some time as well. Buzzbait, though, man. I'll use a buzzbait as soon as possible. I mean, water temp's probably right around 60. I'll start tossing it, and I'll toss it all the way into the fall. Buzzbait is probably my favorite top water to toss, for sure. I got quite a few videos on that. Actually, one of the videos I did tuning the accent buzzbait, just showing you guys how to tune it. Caught a 5-pounder in that video. That was pretty cool. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely check it out. Let's see here. Love the live with Bass Geek. Hank is awesome for sure, man. And we'll be having Debo and Bass Geek on here really soon, I'm sure. So keep a lookout for that. And we always link those guys down in the description. Make sure you guys check them out. Let's see here. In previous videos, you mentioned you have had some Dobbins rods. Curious what you've had, have, and did you like them and still use them occasionally? I still got about a dozen or so of the rods. I use the Fury, the Savvy, which is discontinued. I did have the original Champ. I got the Champ HPs now. I believe they're called HPs or the XPs. It could be XP. But I have the Champs, and I got some of the HPs as well. I mean, good rods. They're very sensitive, very expensive rods as well. As far as the cranking rods go from them, I think they're a bit stiffer than I'd like. The Akuma rods are a bit softer. I do like those over the Dobbins. But man, Dobbins puts out a fantastic rod. And before then, like I said, the Savvy is now discontinued. The Sierra, I'm not even going to try and say it because I do believe maybe it's Canaan, something like that. They came out with a few different series since I was using them. So again, I'm not really for sure what they are. But yeah, long story short, I've used Dobbins in the past. Still great rods. For sure. ZMC Fishing, happy I didn't get the W today. Little 9-incher, dude. Oh, Watt is fishing, man. He'll even snag him in the eyeballs. There was one time, and to this day, he's still saying he whipped me at fishing. I believe the only fish caught that day was a crappie. I mean, it was about that big. It was snagged outside the face, in the eyeball, mind you, and he's still bragging that he beat me that day fishing. Well, Jacob's Illinois license, you need to get a stamp with your license. Okay. Does that cost for a trout, or you just get a stamp? Darren, I don't have any video on changing guides. The tip guide is very simple. As far as doing like your main guides, I've never done one. Probably never would. I don't believe it's that difficult, but it's probably nothing I could do really like nice and all that. As far as the epoxy job goes, you're probably better off going to like Bass Pro or something like that and getting one done. Just calling your local shop. I'm sure they may do it as well, but I've never done one and wouldn't even know about how to go about doing that. So, but tips are easy. If you ever break off a tip, or you need to just change your tip guide, you just heat those up with a lighter. And what I did, and I still got some actually made up, I just took a glue gun. And there's a specific glue you need for that as well. But I just ran some beads of that on a countertop, and then I just got some that are just cut into little pieces. And if I ever need to replace a tip, I just put some of that glue in the tip, heat it up as it starts to bubble, then you just pop it on your tip there. And like I said, as far as taking one off, just heat it up, and it'll come right off. Jose, appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Giveaway for tonight. We do have a few packs of Biospawn for you guys. We got the Bio Craw. We got the Exo Pod. We have the Plasma Tail. We got the Chase Baits, the Rip Snorter there. We got a jig for the Diesel jig there. And we got a Guggen Squad Revolver. So if you guys donate, that is the giveaway tonight. Let's see here. What's going on? Richard, how you doing, buddy? Steve Parker, it's not a website, just a YouTube channel. She started a channel, I guess what, babe, last week was her first video. And it really was just an intro video. It's probably pushing like 650 views for her first video. And I think she's got over 200 subs. That's all thanks to you guys. You guys are fantastic. Really do appreciate the support you guys are showing her and her mother. And like I said, it's mainly going to be gardening. I think they're going to do some catch and cooks, cleaning fish, cooking. I mean, it's going to be just a variety of different things, all outdoors type stuff. So if you guys are into that, definitely check her out. It'll be linked down below. Her next video will be up on Saturday. I think she's doing every Saturday for now. When they get enough content saved up, they're going to go twice a week. So keep a lookout for that. It's Kingdom Culture Gardens, but again, it's linked down below. What's your cranking setup? I like a 7-footer for the most part. Medium heavy. I mean, I have some mediums, but I'd say my main cranking setup would be a medium heavy with a moderate mod fast action to it. 6-speed reel and normally 12 to 15 pound fluorocarbon. And VizX is what I use the most. What's going on, Richie? How you doing, buddy? Leanne went fishing last Sunday and caught some dinks, but caught a 1.5 crappie. There you go. That's some good eating too. That's a sandwich. Richard, appreciate $5, buddy. You're into the giveaway. What's going on, William? Where are we at here? When a donation comes in, it kicks the comments up there. Let's see here. Yeah, not sure on the old bait sack. I like it, and I don't at the same time. And not sure on the old bait sack. I like it and don't like it at the same time. I did buy 2 since you mentioned it. Very cool. I haven't had any issues with them. Okay, serious question. What is your affinity for mustad hooks? Do you always change your trebles? For the most part, I mean, some hooks or some baits these days do come with mustads, but if they're a good hook, if they're sticky sharp, I mean, you can just do the test. If the hook will kind of dig into your nail, I mean, I normally don't change them right off the bat. It really just depends what I'm doing. For cranking, I normally like that triple grip, so I always go with the mustads just because I feel that that hook is just a bit more weedless with those hook points tipped in. But if it's like a top water or a jerk bait, and it's got a decent round bend on there, I'll go ahead and leave them on there until they dull or I bend them out or whatever the case may be. But cranking, I normally always put on the triple grips just because I want those hook points tipped in. And I don't always upsize them. Majority of your cranks are going to come with a size 4. And I mean, they can handle a size 2 short shank, but I still put on a size 4 short shank again, just to keep those hooks a bit closer to the body. And like I said, I like that hook point tipped in. It's the hair more weedless. Austin, appreciate $5, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Aaron, what's going on, buddy? You get that boat back out yet, man? See, Nathan, really a baitcaster. I don't know about that one. She has her own spinning combo, but says that is boring to use lures. I keep asking for her to go, so she hopefully one time she will and get her on a few. Really a baitcaster. What are we talking about there? Did I miss something? We talking about my old lady on a baitcaster? Tell you what, she's dang good on a baitcaster, man. She probably can cast a baitcaster better than wide fishing. Jason, only got to fish the next couple of days before deploying overseas. Going to miss the best part of the fishing year. Be back in late summer. Until then, I will have to live vicariously through your videos. Well, dude, hopefully I catch them for you, man. Hopefully I catch them. Master 227 Edwin Evers did a video on moon phases and correlated it to fish catching. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, my old lady's got, or what are we calling you, old lady? Or we're calling you Miss Green Thumb or something like that. Green Thumb Junkie. Yeah, she's got videos on that as well, how it correlates to bass fishing. But again, I'm just saying I never really pay attention to that because I just go when I can go. But it'll definitely position the fish for sure. CMC Fishing, I'm actually thinking about moving to Florida or some southern state in a year or two. Indiana just isn't getting it done for me anymore. That's what I'm saying about Illinois, man. I am done with Illinois. I've been done with Illinois for a while now. It's time to move. Well, Richie knocked out. No kidding, dude. 100-inch limit, like 22 pounds 2 weeks ago. Hoping to call my bottom 2 or 3 fish this Saturday morning. Very cool, dude. Well, Dan, be happy with the bluegill. I mean, wadded rules, that does count. You know, if you're if you're getting the W, if you can just catch a bluegill, you're good. Live bait to me is boring. Would rather hunt for the fish. And now I'm doing something to make them eat. For sure, dude. Old Debo's in the house, man. Those ponds ready for me to drive down so we can fish together. I would say, dude, actually, I'm going to go there tomorrow. I'll let you know how they go tomorrow, but I was fishing a bit today. It wasn't that hot. But like I said, I'll go out there tomorrow. I may want to test it again next week. If it does good next week, I'll be giving you a call. Yeah, dude, spawn out there, dude, is definitely pretty good. But yeah, we'd love to have you, man. Make some videos. That would be awesome. I'm not sure if you're still on the chat or not, but if not, I'll give you a text after the stream. So heavy arms, appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. And guys, like I said earlier, make sure you guys go check out Debo and Bass Geek. They're always linked down below. Sloan Factor, thanks for turning me on to the Sunline, Frogging, and Flipping braid. I have put a lot of fish weight on it, and it's taken a great. Okay, dude, I tell you what, that's probably one of the best braids that I've used. I've been using it for years, and I haven't tried too many braids after that particular braid just because I liked it so much. I figured ain't nothing going to come close to it. But yeah, Sunline FX2, man, it is awesome braid for sure. And it really doesn't lose its color that fast either. How about getting realistic fishing on? Joe, I do have the Steez A, the Steez TWSV. That was like, what, $650 for that one? I may get that one. I'm not sure. But I do like the Steez A. I'm trying to think maybe why I didn't go with that one in the beginning. Could be line capacity. I'd have to look on that one. I'm sure it probably has a shallower spool. Yeah, the SV spool compared to the Steez A. I think the CT is even less than that one, so I'm sure that's probably why I went with the Steez A over that particular reel. Maybe in the future, though. I think the next Daiwa that I want to get would be the New Zealand. Guy I was fishing with today, he actually had it, and man, it felt awesome. Doug, appreciate $5, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Japan USA Tackle Addict 101. Has anyone tried to put rattles in their soft plastic? I see those rattle capsules on Tackle Warehouse. Does it help in cold water? You know, the ones that I've used, I don't believe they really make that much noise. I kind of stopped putting them in the plastic. I don't think I have anything rigged up. From time to time, I put there's rattle bands that you can actually get like for jigs. I'll thread them on there with the plastic from time to time. I kind of stopped stuffing them in the plastics. Like I said, the ones that are available, at least the ones that I have, they're so thin. I'm not sure if they can even hear that or not. I mean, I imagine they probably could, but I just don't have any confidence in that particular rattle just because it's so light. But I'm definitely a big fan of rattles, but not the little ones that you would put in a worm. Oh, Bob wants some salsa. I tell you what, Bob, this is fantastic salsa, man. It is great, and she always heats up the chips in the oven. They are so good, dude. Ooh, I like that one, Miss Green Jeans. What do you think of that one, babe? Miss Green Jeans. I do like that one. What do we got here? Jacob says you could shorten Green Thumb to GT and call her GT Junkie. GT Junkie. That does have a little better ring to it. Larry, hey, Miss TJ, my wife and I are starting back into gardening this year, so we'll be watching your site for any tips. Very cool, very cool. The grass burner. Is that the one that looks like a shad? Is that one? I actually have that one, but I have not used that one yet. If that's the one I'm thinking of. Grass burner. I think it is like an inline. I do believe that's it. But I thought that one had I'm trying to think what kind of hook that one I had on there. I don't know if it had a treble hook off the back. I don't remember. The name does sound familiar, though. JB, appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. There's Debo and Bass Geek's channel. Iraq Lobster. Do you use favorite? Oh, the favorite rods? No, I do not use the favorite rods. The Evergreen LB buzzbait. Yeah, the one I see on Tackle Warehouse here, the one that I have on order, is called the Firecracker. That's the one that I have on order there. Got the little clacker on there. Are they in stock here? Let's see here. Well, black is in stock and white. No, Tackle Warehouse has them. Chartreuse Pearl's out of stock. Bluegill's out of stock. Black Chartreuse is out of stock. Hasu Silver, depending on what size you need. But white and black are in stock over there at Tackle Warehouse for that Firecracker one. So it must be another one. You're saying that Tackle Warehouse is sold out of those LB buzzbaits. Do Rand Dizzle too? Have 4 of us on here. We were talking with Debo. We're gonna have to do a tournament. Me and Bass Geek and Debo and Dizzle. That should be pretty fun. Debo is my other go-to. You guys being so down to earth is a big draw. Very cool, man. Very cool. Do appreciate that. I have not used Ardent Reels. Have not. The trout stamp does cost. Okay. A whole lot of fishing. A fish is a fish. I didn't get the W that day. I did get it that day, but I'm also not bragging about snagging a crappie in the eyeball. You at least could have ate the crappie. You went down there swimming with one eye by running into the dam. Let's see here. What some ways you would fish 15 to 20 feet deep rock boulders in current? I've never done that, so I honestly don't know. I have to think about that real fast here. Any of you guys have some ideas on that? In current, 15, 20 foot deep rock boulders. My first guess would be a heavy jig. Heavy jig. Probably heavy jig and probably just a deep crank would be my first couple guess. Oh, this is a good one from Dan here. That's funny, dude. In Illinois, it costs to let one fly, huh? Isn't the rod eye glue the same stuff you use in a hot glue gun? They sell it in a stick to put in a glue gun, but I do believe. I mean, you got to think your rods are laying on the deck of the boat or wherever they may be. The sun's beating down on them. It's a different like formula in the glue for rod guides. I guess it's a bit stronger. Maybe as it heats up, it doesn't like get soft as fast as like your standard like hot glue. So yeah, there's a specific glue you need to use for that. Aaron will be going to Pyramid Super Lake tomorrow looking for some of those green with a very large mouth known as largemouth bass for a tournament on Saturday. Anyone in the area is more than welcome. Very cool. Very cool. So you have a tournament there on Saturday, and you can still pre-fish on Friday. So your little bits outdoors. Do you have any tips on bass fishing? If you're new to bass fishing, I mean, all the different, if you just look around the room here, all the different lures, I believe, can be a bit overwhelming for the beginner. So I would say a big deal would be to just pick a lure or two, learn how to fish those before you try to branch out to everything. Like I said, it can get a bit overwhelming. If you're new to fishing, man, I would go with like a spinner bait and a Senko. Learn how to fish those and then move on to something else. Just try not to get overwhelmed. Keep it fun. You don't want to be just, tying on new lures all day long. Let's see here. Jake, I appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. What's going on, Sean? Andrew, I do have a review on the Fuego CT. Maybe if you can link that down below, that would be fantastic. I mean, it's a solid reel. I know Devo, he did a review on that one as well. I do believe he liked it more than I did. I was more comparing it to like the Pro Qualifier and the SLX, which I do believe I like, those reels better than the Fuego. But it's still a contender in that price point. It's a good reel. I don't have any tips on trout fishing because I haven't done it yet. It's something I want to get into. I'm kind of like gathering the equipment up for it. And we're going to start doing that this year, but I have 0 tips on it because, like I said, I've never caught a trout yet. Do you know the difference between the Daiwa Tatula 100 and 150? Mainly is going to be the overall size of the reel, spool capacity, line capacity. The 100, man, it's an awesome reel for casting lighter lures, but just a good reel in general. And like I said, if you want more line capacity, step it up to the 150. But the 100, man, it's got kind of the same type of feel that the Elite has. Both are just very comfortable in hand. And it's just awesome reels, and they do toss lighter lures great as well. But yeah, the 100, it's an awesome reel. You're looking for more line capacity, step it up to the 150. What size treble hooks on square bills? For the most part, for a 1.5 size, I'll run a 4 short shank. Most of them will handle a 2 short shank, but I like to stick with a 4. And for your smaller crank sizes like the Bomber, that size, I'll run a 6 short shank. River Rat, what's going on, man? Let's see here. Biking and fishing. Anyone on here from Oklahoma? Buddy and I thinking hitting up Arbuckles April 15th, 17th, unless some better options, mainly bass fishing and maybe some bow fishing. Anyone from Oklahoma? Let us know. River Rat, appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. We got 104 people on here. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up yet, please do so. Giveaway for tonight is 3 packs of Biospawn. We got the Exopod. We got the Vile Crawl. We got the Plasma Tail. We got the Chase Baits Rip Snorter. We got the Diesel Jig. And we got the Guggen Baits Revolver. If you guys donate whatever amount, you are entered in that giveaway. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the stream because we will pick a winner live. Let's Let's see here. Yeah, the wife and I was chatting for a minute trying to get my girl to come fish with me. Very cool. Doing a meetup, we'll have to see. Like I said, I don't want to do a big deal, you know what I'm saying, and then nobody show up. So if I'm going to do a meetup, I'll try to fill you guys out once I actually nail down a date, and we'll kind of see from there. But yeah, I would like to do one though. I'm just not really for sure how many like local followers we have. I'm not sure guys are going to drive, a good distance to kind of meet up. If there's a better place we need to meet up at, if I should drive a couple hours, something like that. So if I'm really going to do it and we nail down a date, I'll do a video just on that to kind of gauge the, gauge the interest in that. Dan, appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. I've never used the J braid. I've never used the J braid. Let's see here, ZMC fishing. I was big on J braid. X suffix 832, but Sunline is my main line for everything now except mono. I use suffix titanium copoly for that. Well, Mike says, my garage is more stocked than its local tackle shop. Yeah, if you don't care about the color, man, the Sunline FX2 is fantastic. Gene, do you have a specific skipping bait caster, or do you basically skip all your combos? Before the DC came along, I would skip with an SV reel. Before that, I was just basically any reel that I would, that I had or whatever I was using. And just a couple tricks you could do is just, I tell you what, line conditioner is a big deal. Keep your line as limp as possible. And if you have a specific reel that you're going to skip with, if it's not an SV or DC reel, just keep that spool just a bit on the low end. You don't want to have your spool completely full. The less line on it, the easier it'll be to skip, easier to manage and all that. But now that the DC reels come along, I mean, it's really hard to put that reel down when it comes to skipping. I have a couple of videos on that. Babe, if you could link that last video that I did, there's the Corrado DC review that I did where I showed skipping in that video, and then I did another video skipping as well with the DC. And I mean, it's almost effortless to skip with the DC reel. I bet, and maybe we can even do a video on this. I bet, as long as you have, as long as you're using the right bait, pound test, you have the right form and all that, the right motion. I mean, the DC reel does the rest. I bet within 10, 15 minutes of my wife being on the lake, we need to do this, babe. I bet I could get her to skip under a dock with the DC reel. That's how easy it is. So if you're in the air about the DC reels, man, and you want to skip, I would definitely pull the trigger on DC reel. Well, Bob says the next giveaway he wins, you got to include salsa. That's great. Fat boy in the house. What's going on, buddy? Let's see here. Bob says, where are you buying the underspin add-on you use on Picasso jig? Name of it. Actually, there's some right here. These are from Picasso as well. They are called, is there a name on here? Single barrel underspin harness. There it is right there. And I get them directly through Picasso. Tackle Warehouse carries them as well. But keep in mind, there's two different sizes. Let's see here if I can show you. Okay, here. You can see on this one here. If you can tell on this particular one here, see how from the eye it's fatter right there? And this one here, it's thin. Okay, those are for different hook sizes. And I don't remember offhand which one it is. I want to say this one here is for, I think it's called the modified, which it is. It's a modified harness. I'm sure it says on Tackle Warehouse. I know it says on Picasso. I believe the modified is for like, it could be size 3/0 hook and bigger. And then the other one is for smaller hooks than the 3/0. I believe that's what it is. I'm not sure it says here on the package. Yeah, which it doesn't. But I'm sure it's on Tackle Warehouse website. I know it's on Picasso. But yeah, they're just the Picasso single barrel underspin harness. And they got them in gold and they got them in chrome. The Ultimate Ninja 1984. What's going on, dude? Salsa video. Babe, can you, I guess you can do a salsa video. It's not Italian food, right? That's the salsa recipe is my mom's recipe. And we're Italian, so that's kind of a big thing. We don't give out recipes, but salsa is really not an Italian food, you know. So we'll see if we can get my mom's permission to do a video on the salsa. But I tell you what, it's the best salsa that I've ever had. I'm not just saying that because you know she grew the stuff in the garden and she made it. I mean it. I mean she is a fantastic cook, hands down. But the salsa is truly the best salsa I've ever had. What are your colors for buzzbaits? White, black. We'll put it this way: white with a silver blade, black with a black blade, and then normally, like I get something with a gold blade. Which that's gold blade I usually use for like my bluegill imitator. I'll put like something green pumpkin on it or something like that. Of course, black on black and then a white on white. We have the chartreuse head or whatever. I'm sure I probably got them. Where are those at? Here's a black on black chartreuse. And here's what. Here's some Wheeler ones. Got black on black there. Black on black. And then we got the white with a nickel. And then, like I said, chartreuse with a gold. That's the three main colors that I pick up. Still 40 water temps in New York, no kidding. Rod specs for a buzzbait. I'm using a medium heavy. It's a fast action rod, but it's still got a slower. I would actually say that rod is more of a moderate fast. So I don't want something too stiff. So like I said, that one's rated fast, but I believe it's more of a moderate fast. So a medium heavy with a softer tip is what I use. If you're around, you know, some cover, something like that, you may want to step it up to a heavy, but I still like that softer tip on there with the buzzbaits. But my go-to rod right now is it's an EVX, Kumi EVX, medium heavy with it's like I said, it's a fast tip, but I believe it's more mod fast. See, Trevor, any tips on fishing deep water with rocks? I would go to the Bass Geek channel. We were talking about that last stream, dude, catching top water fish over 90 foot of water. That's like I can't even like imagine that. Well, Dave Schmidt says, by me, bass fishing is still about a month away. Still steelhead and brown trout. Well, Joe's up for a salsa video. There is the Fuego CT review. Will you get the JDM SLXDC? Probably not. Probably not on that one. Dave Schmidt, appreciate $5, buddy. You are entered in the giveaway. Heavy Arms, the Favorite, Balance, and Defender are really good rods. That's cool. Good point there, Dad Bod Angler. Yes, the 150 does have a bigger handle as well. And I do believe I even say that in my the video. It could be the one I'm tuning the buzzbait. You know what? It could be the one when I reviewed the Jamaica Boa. I was talking about my setup in that video, and I'm using the 150. Dead point for spooling a spinning reel. Do I need backing, or is backing just for saving money online? If you're using, well, some spinning reels will have a braid ready spool. If it's not, you're going to want to put a little piece of mono on there and then tie your braid to it. If you're going to run straight braid or braid to a lead or whatever it is that you're doing. But for the most part, for me, bait casters is when I use backing. And like I said, it's mainly to save money. I mean, if you buy a 200 yard of Invisex, you know, that's like what, $25. And if you got your reel, you know, I mean, how far can you cast? That's really what it comes down to. So if you're going to put on there, you know, a 12-pound test and the reel holds 100 and, you know, let's say 120 yards, Invisex has a pretty small diameter. A majority of your ratings as well are based on mono. So I bet that reel will probably hold 150 yards of 12-pound test fluorocarbon. You're left with 50 pound, you're left with 50 yards. So it's basically leader line unless you put backing on your reels, and you can probably spool up, you know, 3 reels instead of just one if you don't use backing. So yeah, I'm a big believer in backing for sure. I guess if you have, like, I like to use bigger spinning reels even for crappie and things like that. So if you're going to run 4-pound test on a 3,000 size reel, heck, it may take 300 yards. So if you have some old mono laying around, like 10 or 20-pound test mono, you may want to put that on there first just to take up some space if you're going to use such a small, pound test. So for that reason, I do use some backing on my spinning. Old Dave said, I'm still new to trout fishing also, but by me, bass still a month away. Brown steelhead season on. Gene, I know you're not a fanboy of any one brand, but the bulk of your inventory as far as reels. I'm going to say I definitely have the most Akuma reels. From there would be Daiwa. From there, probably Lew's, then Shimano. I have not tried the Daiwa Lexa 300. Have not. Alan, appreciate $2, buddy. You're into the giveaway. We got 113 people on here. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. Really do appreciate that. The giveaway for tonight, we got a couple packs of Biospawn. We got the Exo Pod. We got the Plasma Tail. And we have the Bio Crawl. We got the Grip Stop from Chase Baits. We got a Diesel Jig. And we have the Guggen Baits Revolver. If you guys donate, that is a giveaway for tonight. Stay on to the end of the stream because we will pick a winner live. Sean Debo, Randizzle, TJ81 meetup. Let's go. You know what? If Debo does come down this way, we could do a meetup with Debo. That would be fun. I've never fished Okeechobee. Have not. But the guy Sloan Factor, if he's still on here, he does. And dude, he catches some tubs, man. Well, they've got good fishing by me. Got Lake Erie, Ontario, and then very cool, dude. Very cool. Leanne, I would come meet you. I'm only 2 hours north of you. That ain't too bad. I do appreciate though. Appreciate that. And we'll have the what's your name? I keep forgetting your name. Green Thumb. We'll have her with me too. Jacob says for the most basic trout fishing, Panther Martin is great. Also Rooster Tails. I did pick up quite a few of those. A lot of you guys have recommended those. Matthew caught a nice bass today off the Mega Bass Ice Slide, but then lost the lure, so kind of bad day, but pretty awesome. Catching a fish off the lure in Jersey. Going to be back tomorrow and see if I can get it. Very cool, man. It does suck to break off a lure, especially a Mega Bass, though. Let's see, KRDP. For me personally, I got a pond 3 minutes from my house, and I learned that during summertime, crankbaits slay the bass. What's going on, Bendito? Dan, hey, I tried line conditioner. I really liked it. Thanks for the tip, man. Line conditioner, man, is definitely the way to go with fluorocarbon and mono. I use the KVD line and lure, but there's a few different brands out there as well. Real Snot, there's Real Magic. Anyone else hate the DC sound? No, it can't be turned off, but I think it's kind of cool. And there is a review on the DC there. Scorpion DC is amazing. I think we talked about that before. Did a new DC come out? New Scorpion DC come out? Because I was going to buy the older one, then I heard the newer ones was coming out, so I held off. Without any price restrictions, which DC reel is one above all? I have the Titanium DC, have not spooled it up yet. That was one that I got last year. And with COVID and all that, with not fishing a ton, like I said, I did not spool that one up, along with many other ones. But I'd imagine the Titanium is probably the best one. Haven't used the other ones. Maybe ones feel better than the other or whatever. But I'd imagine, like I said, the Titanium is probably the top. The Scorpion, though, it looks killer, though. I would like to get that one. Bendito, the Daiwa Tatula Elite is probably my favorite reel to date right now. I got a review on it. It's fantastic, dude. It will cast. It probably literally will cast a mile. If you can put that much line on there, to cast a mile, I bet it probably would do it. It's a fantastic reel. I do believe those are in stock over there at Tackle Link. You guys can use code over there, TJ81 guys, to get 10% off. And there's always an email down below as well. If they don't have what you want, like I said, you can email them. But right now, man, things are just tough to get with the fishing industry. Everything's sold out. There's just so many more people fishing now. It's hard to buy direct from companies. And like I said, retailers, as soon as they get it, it's gone. So I could do a fishy salsa vid. I'm not sure how good that would taste. Michael, which boat do you like better, the Tracker or Crestliner? It's night and day difference, guys. I mean, I did a lot of looking and searching and all that before I picked my next boat, and I wanted really the biggest, most stable boat that I could get, and that's really what I got with the Crestliner. I mean, you have to think that it's two different sizes now. There was the 175 that I had. I went to a 189, but even the biggest Tracker boat, still, if you compare it to the Crestliner, it's still wider. But I mainly went with the Crestliner, like I said, just for the layout itself. I was looking at the Ranger, but and like I said, and I also looked at the Tracker as well. But I mean, overall, the layout and the size boat is really what sold me on the Crestliner. Like I said, the Ranger was great, but I didn't really care for the storage options on it. And like I said, I didn't care for how the Tracker was set up either. So like I said, with the layout and the size boat, the Crestliner was definitely the way to go. And I'm not dogging the Tracker motor. Like I said, I had it for 10 years. Like I said, if you compare the one I had to the one I got, I mean, you could fit the Tracker inside the Crestliner and then walk all the way around it. That's just how much wider that boat is compared to the Trackers. Here in Dixie, the water is cold, 50 degrees. Let's see here. Justin, how do you keep track of which line you have on all of the different baitcasters you have? That's a great question, dude. But for some odd reason, I can just remember. I mean, I just know what I spooled up. Even a year later, I know what line is on the reels. I don't know. One of the things, I guess, being OCD, I just know what's on there. I guess what it is, when I originally spooled the reel up, I know what the intention was for that reel. So I know I've done thought out what line I wanted on it. And like I said, I just remember. So I know a lot of guys will just get a piece of tape and tape it under the reel seat. I know guys that actually took a magic marker and they actually write it on the inside of their side cover, or even write it on the spool. I've seen guys do that before. But yeah, for whatever reason, man, I can just remember what's on there. Gene, you ever get on the water and wish you had a bait back at home hanging on the wall? Many times, man, many times. I'm getting ready to start packing up the boat, actually. And that's one thing I'm going to make sure I have. Everything that I know I'm going to want is going to be in that boat. You know, sometimes some of my better videos that I think of those on the water. So I just want to make sure that I have everything that I may need for whatever video that I come up with. I'm sick of making videos in this tackle room. I'm ready to get out on the water for good. And like I said, with the keel shield installed now, I got a couple little things that I want to do to the boat, which I'll get done probably tomorrow or Saturday. And then the boat is ready to hit the water. Oh, excuse me. We got 126 people on here still. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. I really do appreciate that. Let's see here. You son, what's going on, buddy? Still waiting on my first bass this season. Caught a huge trout the other day. Very cool, man. Trevor, if you could only take 4 rods and 4 baits to fish with, what are you taking? 4 rods. Let's see here. One's going to be a cranking rod and 4's a square bill. One's going to be definitely a spinner bait, and then I would just use it's a medium heavy with a mod fast action for the spinner bait. Definitely a Texas rig for the most part, medium heavy fast for that Texas rig. And then crankbait, spinnerbait, Texas rig, and probably I'm going to say a swim bait, like a Kitech or an Exo Swim. And for that, I use a 7.3. It's a heavy with a fast action. Nathan, what would you use each for medium heavy fast compared to medium heavy mod fast? How to tell what action a rod is? Mine only says medium heavy, no action. I mean, to tell the action, it's more how much tip it has. So really, the softer the rod or the more bend that it has, the more moderate it is. So if it doesn't bend much at all, it could be an extra fast. Then, like I said, the more that it bends, it's going to go fast, fast, moderate. So, like I said, the slower that it is, the more moderate that it is. And as far as fast action compared to mod fast, I normally like a faster action when I'm working the bottom, and I like a moderate fast on moving baits. So, crankbaits, spinner baits, chatterbaits, things like that. I usually like a slower tip, which would be more of your mod fast. The taco truck by Angler Supply is fire. I want to go back just for lunch. Let's see your E Hunte. Hope I didn't say your name wrong. Hey man, saying hi from Arkansas. What's going on, buddy? Bendito, what's a good pound test mono for a beginner on a baitcaster? I would go with 12-pound test. It's not too heavy, not too light, and I would also go with a bit heavier lure. So don't try, if you're just starting out, don't try to throw a 12-pound test and like a 3/16 ounce lure. You're better off throwing like a half, where you got plenty of weight to pull that line out. And definitely 12-pound test mono would be a great choice. Like I said, a bit heavier lure as well. I'd go with like something too that's not really going to catch the wind if you're just starting out. Go with like a rattle trap or even just a Texas rig. That you can whip out there pretty easy. Favorite rod and reel combo under $200? Probably under $200. The reel would either be the Pro Qualifier or the SLX. And for a rod, both of those reels are right around $100. And for the rod, probably just an EVX rod, which are right around 109. So I would just make sure I got the reel on sale. That way, that would be my $200 combo. What's going on, Felipe? Masson 227. I'm a diehard Daiwa guy as far as reels go. I really want to try the new Lose skipping reel. I do have a couple of those on order. I'm looking forward to that one as well. I want to do a video of that one compared to a DC reel. I mean, KVD did that video skipping, not even having his thumb on the spool, but I can do the exact same thing with the DC. So I'm curious, really, which braking system is better. Patrick, I have not used the Milliken series rods. Felipe, yes, I have seen Randy's channel. I do watch him from time to time. You sound appreciated $5, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Always great to see you live, my man. Can you talk about fishing, fast moving, deep, clear waters, lure, line, rod, reel suggestions? Fast moving, deep, clear bodies of water, dude. That's like way out of my comfort zone, man. Bass Geek would be the one to talk to about that. Fast moving, deep, clear water. Yeah, dude. I've never fished it before, man. I want to give you the wrong info. If any of you guys have fished that kind of body of water, if you guys can give some info here, that would be great. But yeah, deep, clear, man. That's totally the opposite of what I fish. Sorry I couldn't help you out there, though, dude. Let's see if the real test has a video about the new Scorpion DC. I'll have to check that out. Bendito, do you believe in scent and does it really work or just a gimmick? I definitely believe in scent. Fish in the muddier water, I believe in rattles, so noise and scent. I try not to buy too many silent crankbaits. I always like the rattles. And like I said, I'm a big believer in the scent as well. I know I've told the story many times before, but this is one time that it really stood out to me. And I was fishing a swim jig in the grass, and I had dual rattles on there, and I would soak the skirt in gulp scent. And I was getting bit pretty often going down, the grass line there. And whenever I stopped getting bit, I would look at my jig. Either a rattle would had fallen off, or like I said, the scent wasn't that strong. As soon as I would fix the rattle, spray it with scent, I was getting bit again. So that was the one time, like I said, that really stood out to me as far as scent and noise goes. But like I said, I always use scent and rattles if possible. I picked up the SLX DC for casting lighter lures during windy conditions mainly, and I found personally that it doesn't do that very well. I think I'm using it in the wrong application. I mean, it'll toss lighter lures, but to toss a lighter lure, it's not just the reel. You got to look at the pound test that you're using and the rod that you're using as well. The rod's got to load that light of a lure, and like I said, you got to have that light of pound test to be able to, let the lure drag it out. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to be able to put a little 1/8 ounce lure and have 20-pound test on. There's no way that 1/8 ounce lure is going to pull out that heavy of a line, especially if your rod can't toss that light of lure. So definitely look at your other equipment. It could not just be the reel. The whole I can think about is tamales. Her salsa is not all that hot, but man, it is so dang good. Oh, she's in there yelling. You can adjust it and make it as hot as you want, but ours is not that hot. I don't like really the hot salsa. What's that? Yeah, I do. I like it more sweet than hot. Maybe I like my salsa like I like my women, sweet and hot, baby. That could have got me out of the doghouse, right? I'm no longer weeding the garden. That was good, man. Give me a thumb up for that one. Come on. I was thinking on the fly on that one. What lure have you caught the most big fish on? The Bomber Square A is responsible for majority of my bigger bass. Even my PB came on the Bomber Square A. Still kind of cool from cold front here. Dragon Cinco's getting bit though. Stop all this food is killing me. Some chipotle hot sauce. What's going on in the back, Lasher? How you doing, buddy? Favorite square bill? I mean, I use so many different ones just to test out, and just because I like fishing square bill so much. But the ones that I consistently grab and catch fish, KVD 1.5 and the Bomber Square A. Like I said, I have square bills that cost 3 times as much as those do. But those two that I mentioned consistently catch fish and they don't break the bank. It doesn't really hurt to break off a $4 bomber versus like a $20 megabass. So, and those bombers, man, they just catch fish. KRDP. Okay, anybody have tips for ocean fishing? I ask because I'm 100% diehard believer that freshwater is the best because the freshwater species bite anything they can get their mouth on. I've never fished in the ocean, man. I have no idea. Aaron says, put a piece of duct tape on the butt of your rod. Put AMF or monofluor or B for type of line and the number for your pound test. That's a good idea too, dude. I seen one. I think it was a Bass Pro rod that had a dial on the end. That was pretty slick. I know Lew's has it on their tension knob. I thought it was a Bass Pro rod that had it on the end of the rod. That was pretty cool. Do you think it's beneficial to upgrade reel handle size for certain applications? I mean, some reels, like a lot of the Daiwa reels, I mean, they're more finesse reels. They come with real small handles. For me, it's just kind of a personal preference deal. I don't really care for the smaller handles. Now, I haven't upgraded those, but I've been meaning to. I even got some handles in from Gomax to do that. But as far as other applications, yeah, I guess a bigger handle is going to give you more leverage, frog fishing, pitching and flipping would be another one as well. So yeah, bigger handle will definitely give you more leverage, a bit more cranking power. So I would definitely upgrade my handle in those situations for sure. Favorite, I mean, I don't really have a favorite reel brand. I mean, you guys have seen the videos. I mean, I use a bit of everything. I love the Akuma stuff, Daiwa, Shimano, Luz. I mean, I like them all. Mendito picked up the Bagley balls of B2. Great choice. Perfect. Thank you. I now know what action I have with my rods. No problem, man. King Tut, what's going on, buddy? Chris, I have not used a G Loomis casting rod before. Maybe I shouldn't either. I think those are pretty pricey. If I try one, I may want to go all G Loomis. Steven, would you rather have all the tackle in the background and no boat, or have a boat with only one plano box of tackle? That's a great question, dude. And to be honest with you, man, I'd rather have a boat with one plano box of tackle. I mean, fishing from the ponds is fun and all that, you know. Even catching 5-6 pounders over there is fantastic. But to me, I just get more pleasure out of catching a 1 and 2 pounder off the boat versus fishing at the ponds. So for me, yeah, it would be the boat. I'll tell you what, I'd make it easy, dude. It'd be a boat and one plano box loaded with square bills, dude. I'd be happy, man. What's going on, Jeff? How you doing, buddy? Felipe, man, I don't really have any thoughts on the live scope front facing sonar. I'm not a really a big electronics guy as far as graphs and all that go on boats. I mean, I do have a couple hummingbirds on my boat. I rarely even turn them on. I mean, I fish pretty muddy water for the most part. I kind of know how those lakes set up. I mean, I turn the graphs on from time to time to check a couple spots, but mainly, you know, water temp and things like that. So I'm not really into that. So I would not be the guy to ask for that, man. Bass Geek would be another one to ask for that. And I believe he's got what 360 on his boat. I'm sure isn't Hummingbird coming out with something else as well. I'd imagine he's going to get it. Yeah, I don't remember what Hummingbird's going to call that though. It is definitely cool though. I mean, I watched plenty of videos on it, the Garmin live scope and all that. It's definitely cool. But I believe that would probably be beneficial in more clear water, deeper water, schooling fish, you know, things like that. Gene got the team lose. SP skipping pitching on back order now. Estimated delivery end of May. Yeah, I got 2 on order myself, buddy. Where are we at? Larry, do I fish Table Rock Lake when I'm in Branson? I do not. I've never fished it. When we go down there, we always rent a boat. We're either tubing or just cruising around or whatever. I mean, I just like looking at that lake. But eventually, well, if eventually we're gonna be living down there, I'll definitely be fishing it. But yeah, whenever we go down as a family, yeah, I've never fished it. We always just hang out as a family. I fish enough here. When I go down there, I need to be spending more time with the family. So that's kind of what we do. But it's just a blast, like I said, tubing and boating with the kids. Dan had the same problem with the SLX DC. I put more weight on it and it worked great. Best Akuma reel in your opinion? By the way, we named our dog Akuma. That's cool. Best Akuma reel would be the SX. The Akuma SX. Backlash. Have you tried those treble hooks with a little willow blade coming off the bottom? I have not. Have not tried those. I know which ones you're talking about, but I've not tried them. Kevin Walker, appreciate $5, buddy. You're interested in the giveaway. Again, I want to say your name wrong. Ihante, appreciate $2, buddy. You're interested in the giveaway. Best crankbait size and brand. Pronounce. Wante. Okay. Pronounce Wante. Best crankbait size and brand. I'm not really sure what the best brand is. I mean, I use a variety of different crankbaits. I'm going to say the best probably size would be a 1.5 size. I'd say that's the most common. I mean, there's just a ton of different brands out there. I mean, Strike King, Spro, Bomber. I mean, they're all good. Just kind of depends on what you want, color options, the style that you're looking for, depth. We'll go over the giveaway one more time here, and then we'll go and pick a winner here for that here in a bit. Tonight's giveaway, Vile Craw, the Exopod, Plasma Tail, the Rip Snorter. We got the Diesel Jig and the Guggen Squad Revolver. So you guys donate. That is the giveaway for tonight. I think we're close to catching up with comments here, and then we'll go ahead and pick a winner. The Big O's, for sure, Excaliburs. Those are fantastic. Ray's in the house. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're feeling better, man. The Hard Knock Square Bill, I got like 4 of those on order as well. So, have no idea. Haven't used them. Still on back order. Copolymer line, I don't use it either. Have not used it. I do believe, and I could be wrong on this, I do believe it's got the kind of characteristics of fluorocarbon, but handles like mono. I believe that's how it is. But again, I've never used it. And I do believe it floats as well. I do believe you can use it as top water, but I just stick with the straight mono for that. But yeah, I've never used copolymer. Majority of the rods that I have rigged up are usually just fluorocarbon. Like I said, sometimes I will have mono rigged up on a cranking rod as well to kind of help adjust my depth. Sometimes I'll just run 20-pound mono if I'm trying to keep something extra shallow, or I'll use mono for top water. I use braid for frogs and swim jigs. Everything else is fluorocarbon. Your favorite Guggen bait of all time, I would guess it would be the lunker logs. I've caught the most fish on those. I'm not a huge fan of the hard baits, but I definitely like the soft plastics. Spinnerbait or chatterbait in muddy 70-degree water temp, I'd go spinnerbait. I mean, I'm sure the chatterbait will catch them as well. I mean, I fish muddy water. I fish chatterbait all year long. As far as when I pick one over the other, I like a chatterbait in colder water, but as it warms up, I'll try them both. But I usually do better, like I said, with a spinnerbait over a chatterbait when the water does warm up. And two, I'm not one of those guys that goes with the Colorado blades either in the muddy water. I still do better with the willow blades. I do not have the new Zodius rod. Corrado DC, are you saying Verse SLX DC? I do believe those both have the same braking system. The difference would be overall build quality. I mean, the Corrado is going to have better gears and things like that in it. So if you're just concerned about the braking system, you could go with the SLX DC to save a few bucks. But the Corrado definitely has better gears in it. No problem, Ray. I'm always thinking about you, buddy. I do not have the Komodo. I had it years ago. It's a bigger reel, probably more for like a swim bait reel or for like A rigs and things like that. It's definitely a solid reel though. I don't do a whole lot of drop shot. That's not really my thing, man. I'd say if I had to pick, normally what I do is I Texas rig on a drop shot. I'm not a big nose hook kind of guy, just because I'm always fishing around cover and things like that. So I want to say it's probably. Let me go and grab down the ones I even use too. Hold on. So I'm gonna do a drop shot as normally. Whoa, a Texas rig, little plasma tail, something like that, and I use these here. These are the grip pin edge, little 2-aught. I'll use a 1-aught. It depends on the size worm that I'm using, but I'll use something like that over like a little nose hook. Oh. Let's see here. What about Punch Fishing? Do you watch him? He's kind of a tackle junkie too. No, I never even heard of him, dude. Never heard of that dude. No problem, Backlasher. It's always fun hanging out with you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Will be a whole lot of fun with me here sitting here talking to myself. The gulp. I used to use gulp stuff years ago, but with it drying out so fast, I kind of got away from the gulp. I've used PC Fun Reels in the past. I would like to know if I'm not sure how to even pronounce that one there. I've never used that one, so I could not tell you. Crawford, I am over Table Rock Lake for the weekend. Very cool, dude. Very cool. VMC, if they come stock on a bait, I will, but I don't actually purchase VMC hooks now. I'm a Mustad guy. A lot of guys use them, though. Punch fishing, he's cool. Oh, JDM stuff, that's cool. And we are caught up with comments. Babe, you want to pick us a winner for tonight's giveaway? Drum roll, please. We still got 110 people on here, almost 2 hours in. You guys are fantastic. If you guys have not already, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up. We're about to pick a winner for the giveaway. Remember, guys, the old lady will have what are we calling you, old lady? No, Green Thumb, Miss Green Thumb. She'll have a video up on Saturday. If you guys have not subbed to her channel yet, definitely give her a sub. Link down below. Let's go, Daddy needs a win. And if you guys are curious how we pick a winner for the donations, she just uses a random number generator. And if there's 20 people that donated, she'll just put in there 20. It picks a random number, and then she just counts up. So that's how we pick a winner for these giveaways. And like I said, the old lady's channel, or Miss Green Thumb, it's going to be mainly gardening, outdoorsy type stuff, cooking, prepping food, catching, cooking, things like that. So if you guys are into that kind of thing, definitely give her a sub. And the winner tonight is River Rat Fishing. You are tonight's Super Chat winner. Please message us on Instagram, Facebook, or email in description your shipping info, and we'll get that right out to you. Hopefully he's still on here. No problem, Dan. No problem having arms. Andy, remember me, G Junkie, when you pick me to win. Is River Rat still on here? Come on, dude, be on here. And if the winner is not on here when the video is processed, we always put the winner. We always pin a comment, so hopefully you guys come back to it. So your Bendito, do you use owner twist lock hooks? Are they better than the regular EWGs? I use the twist lock hooks for like frogs. You can use it for anything really weightless, but for like a Texas rig, I do not use the twist locks. I really don't do any big fishing trips out of town, nothing like that. So I fish pretty local here. So one more time, is River Rat, is he in here still? I do believe he gets on each stream. So if he does not by chance see that he won, we'll be sure to mention him in our next stream. But like I said, we always pin a comment. So hopefully he comes back and checks it out. And guys, that's going to wrap it up for tonight's stream. I tell you what, it's been 2 hours. We still got 107 people in here. You guys are fantastic. I truly appreciate the support, guys. Thanks for hanging with me for a couple hours. It's always a blast. And like I said, guys, we never really have a topic. We just kind of get on here and just shoot the breeze for a couple hours on Thursday night. I really do enjoy you guys. Like I said, hanging with me. It was an awesome stream. And we will see you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys always smash the thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Maybe next time, Jamie. Need another trivia contest? Maybe next time we can do a little Tackle Junkie trivia. That'd be cool. All right, guys. Take care, man.